scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. Following the pack, all smaller in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime.
Good morning, everyone. If I could just have your attention for a minute, I have a few announcements to make. I'm Linda Sims, and I'd like to welcome you to the campus of Saginaw Valley State University, and specifically to the James O'Neill Arena in the Ryder Center. No doubt all of you are eagerly anticipating today's commencement and are very proud of the accomplishments of the person you're here to celebrate. However, before the ceremony begins, let me share with you just a very few housekeeping notes. The Ryder Center that we're in, like all buildings on campus, is a tobacco-free, no smoking facility. University policy permits smoking only outdoors in our parking areas. The audience is requested to stand during a few parts of the ceremony today. During the processional, when the graduates are coming in, remain standing for the national anthem, and then please stand again during the recessional when they're actually exiting. We do have a professional photographer taking pictures of the graduates as they actually cross the stage, one by one. Information about the photographer's company is in your program, the red program on page 3. Personal photographs and videos may be taken from your seat, but to preserve the view for each member of the audience, we ask that you not take pictures from any area of the floor during the ceremony. We also ask that you observe common courtesy by refraining from the use of artificial noisemakers, such as air horns, and any device that could cause physical harm to any person in attendance or could actually disrupt the ceremony. I say this every time, and then there's always one or two, and I know you're really listening to me. Also, please familiarize yourself with all of our emergency exits located in the arena. And note that some emergency exits are behind the curtain and stage, exiting to the east. After the ceremony, all of you are invited to join your graduates, faculty, and staff for refreshments and, yes, additional photo opportunities in the East Arena. When the ceremony ends, you may follow the graduates as they proceed behind the stage. Thank you very much for your attention. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. The formal program will begin in just a few minutes. And again, congratulations to all of you and your family for this great accomplishment. Thank you.
Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem, then remain standing for the invocation that will be presented by Dr. Mamie Thorns.
Good morning. As we are standing here together, a part of each graduate dream realized, let us give thanks together in a moment of silence. This ceremony, in all of its pomp and circumstance, unites us in our dreams of promise and equality for all. It allows us to collectively celebrate our graduates' accomplishments, our cultures, our ideas, and our hopes. We commemorate this very best within each of us here in this moment together. Our hearts swell with gratitude. We humbly appreciate the support of the graduates' families, their loved ones, their teachers, mentors, peers, and all who have stood behind us, putting aside differences with an eye toward a promising future that is marked by today's commencement. May each graduate who's here today and all who are gathered here not forget the power of this very moment. May this day be a reminder that hard work, diligence, support, and tenacity are what have brought us to this day with you. Recall the power of this moment, the common bond we share, the inclusive celebration of achievement and success among the diversity of people who are united for a dream. All for one and one for all. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Thorns. Please be seated. The pre-commencement concert was presented by Valley Steel, directed by Dr. Brandon Haskett, and SVSU's Cardinal Singers, directed by Dr. Kevin Simons. Please join me in expressing our appreciation to all of them. Welcome to Saginaw Valley State University Fall 2016 graduation ceremony. I'd like to take a moment to introduce SVSU's governing board members who are with us today. These citizens are appointed by the governor of the state of Michigan to serve this university, and they do so with commitment and distinction. I will ask them to stand, then ask you to join me in thanking them for their service. Please hold your applause until all of the members have been introduced. The chair of the board, Janae Velasquez. Vice Chair, David Gomez. Secretary Kathy Ferguson, Scott Carmona, and Vicki Rupp. Please join me in thanking them for their service. We have a representative group of faculty and staff with us today. To our graduates, the faculty and staff are Saginaw Valley State University, and I would now ask them to stand and be recognized. Please recognize all of them for their honor, for their work and their honor that they bring to the university and the value of the degrees that will be awarded today. Thank you once again. Our commencement speaker tonight is Ms. Jan Botts. Ms. Botts received an undergraduate degree in sociology and English from Saginaw Valley State University in 1974. She was a reporter and later editor of the Valley Vanguard and served in student government at SVSU. Jan is passionate about the value of liberal arts in corporate organizations. So in 2013, she established the Botts Fellowship at SVSU to help liberal arts students gain corporate experiences through internships. Jan began her professional career with the Saginaw News. After several years as a reporter and editor, she moved to the Dow Corning Corporation, where she held positions in various business and communications roles. She later transitioned into higher education as Vice President of Public Affairs and Communications at the University of Notre Dame. She formed her own communications consultancy firm in 2012 and was a decade-long member of the Conference Board's Corporate Communications Strategy Council. She currently works as a program director of that conference board for 2 executive groups. Jan received the university's Distinguished Alumni Award in 1998 and was a member of the SVSU Alumni Board and Board of Fellows. She now serves on the university's Foundation Board. It is my pleasure to introduce you to Ms. Jan Botts.
Thank you for the introduction, Mr. President. And hello, fellow Cardinals. That is #WeCardinal, but more about that later. It's truly wonderful to be here with you and share this important milestone. It is a privilege, and I am honored. I expect most commencement speakers look out to their audience and can't help but recall their own graduations. For me, that would be 42 years ago in 1974. Not only a long time ago, but a different name. Then it was Saginaw Valley College. And I was reminiscing a bit about what was going on back then, and of course that led me to Google. And so I'd like to show you first a few headlines from 1974. And even then, the headlines were very much the same as today: war, politics, terror, but also some important medical discoveries were going on then. Now next, here's how we dressed back then. We really did. And I know there are people in this audience who wore these fashions too. And actually, I think bell-bottoms are coming back now. And finally, here's what I looked like on this day in 1974, and I don't think I look any different from any of you out there today. But look at the trees by Wicks Hall and the vast open spaces. That certainly has changed from my day in SVC to now Saginaw Valley State University. So when President Bashan and I talked about today, he very helpfully and diplomatically said to me, our graduates respond very well to advice and tips they can use versus speakers talking a lot about themselves. So I thought that was pretty good advice. I plan to follow it. Commencement speeches can be billed as inspirational, and I hope my observations and some lessons learned over a long career might at least be helpful for you. So let's call this practical inspiration. So here we go. I'd like to begin with work. Work is complex. It requires effort, but it also adds meaning and fulfillment to our lives and can give us great feelings of accomplishment. In fact, it's probably a major reason you're all here today. You're ready to join or advance in the workforce, but in a career, not just a job. That's another reason you chose a college degree over simply finding work. Work is often difficult. I suppose that's why it's called work. But when you look back at your career, I think you'll find the hardest and most challenging things that you did were the things from which you learned and gained the most. When I moved from a marketing job to finance in Dow Corning, I didn't know a treasury bill from a dollar bill, but I had to learn it and it served me well. Work is trying. At some point in your career, I'm pretty confident you'll feel underpaid and underappreciated. And during such times, there's a lot to be said for resilience and perseverance, two qualities that go together. Resilience is particularly interesting to me. A definition I've read says that it comes down to what you make of a situation, assessing your circumstances and being able to pivot, make the best of the situation. Another definition combines both traits. Resilience is the ability to persevere while flourishing. Persevere while flourishing. It's a strength needed to master change, and it's developed with thought and practice. For many of you, persevering while flourishing is probably what helped get you here today. Optimism is another quality worth nurturing. It's the belief that the future will be better and that you will play a part in making that happen. And it can be hard to see the silver lining sometimes, but it's worth practicing optimism. You'll be more self-confident and less stressed. Work requires flexibility. Sometimes an employer needs you to do a job more than you really want to do it, or so it may seem at the time. But I suggest you do that job anyway and do it well. It may not be your dream job, but you may also have an experience you didn't expect that helps you later. And at the very least, doing any job well is the best way to prepare for the job you want. You've probably already had a taste of this in university life, a class, a project, some request that you grumbled about, but came away from feeling more confident and perhaps more exposed to something that you had thought was uninteresting or unavailable to you. Work is also planning, and planning your career is essential, but adapting your plan is critical to advancement. You may think you're all settled in your life, but your employer may have other plans for you. Could be in another city, state, or even another country. Will you be up for that challenge? I believe that almost any work experience can be a learning experience. Albert Einstein said succinctly, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, even the inevitable bad boss." Yes, it happens to all of us. But learning to work for all sorts of people is really important. And in fact, a bad boss can be a very good teacher. You'll learn what not to do when you become a boss and are responsible for other people and their careers. And speaking of bosses, they love it when people bring solutions to problems rather than always pointing out what's wrong. So be the person who brings energy into the room, not the one who drains it. Think first about the benefit to the organization, not yourself, and advancement will come. And you can be a leader regardless of the job you may happen to be in. True leadership comes from a deep desire to make things better, and then going the extra mile to make it happen. You feel that the cause matters more than getting the credit. I hope your time at SVSU has included advice from mentors. I'm very pleased to say that my mentor of 42 years ago, Dr. Robert Yean, is here today. So these relationships can last a long time. And they'll be in the workplace too. Maybe more seasoned colleagues, someone you meet at a trade show or a conference, a community leader. It could be your boss. but learn the value of learning from others. Okay, we've talked a little bit about work, and now on the personal side, be a lifelong learner. Read something every day and be curious about things. Learn from people you admire. Stay informed on what's going on in the world and within your industry or field. You'll be so much more interesting at parties, and not to mention being able to make small talk with the CEO in the elevator. It does happen. Try something that pushes you to the very edge of your comfort zone. It might be a challenging work assignment, maybe the job nobody else wants. Could be learning a new sport or a craft, maybe giving a speech. Think of yourself like a balloon, open to expanding and ready to rise. Again, from Einstein, a ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it's built for. Take care of yourself. Make your health a priority, because good health and a positive attitude will help you accomplish all the great things I know you're capable of. Ariana Huffington, in her book, Thrive, noted that we take better care of our smartphones than ourselves. Sad to say, I'm guilty. But we need to unplug and recharge ourselves, too. Be comfortable with being alone with ourselves. It's essential to creativity. I recently read a list of success factors in business that require absolutely no talent. Some of my favorites: be on time, be coachable, be prepared, show real effort, be reliable, and be civil and respectful when dealing with others, and above all, keep your sense of humor. Be aware that you have a reputation to protect. Warren Buffett wisely said, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it." And especially in this world of social media today, always be aware of how you present yourself and how you may be perceived by others. So, some work advice, some personal comments, and now I want to talk about you. In this graduating class of last night and today, there are 650 students who range in age from 20 to 62, and of course all the colleges are represented. You are in generations about which much has been written, and your qualities include a hopeful outlook on life, an ambitious work ethic, and a value placed on community and friendship. You also value maintaining loyal relationships and being part of something bigger than yourselves. I think all of this can be summed up as the importance of giving back. I feel that's such a critical part to leading a meaningful life. And ultimately, that's what we all want to do, right? Lead a meaningful life. Ariana Huffington sums it up as well-being, wisdom, wonder, and giving as measures of a well-lived life. Now, SVS students already give back to the community in many meaningful ways. I have a few examples I'd like to share. SVSU established 10 scholarships to encourage students of Saginaw to participate in civic learning. The Saginaw Writing Center is staffed by SVSU tutors who provide free writing workshops and tutoring at the Buttman Fish Library in Saginaw. The Writing Center also conducts creative writing workshops for the inmates at the Saginaw Correctional Facility. Some health science students this year partnered with United Way to do evaluations on 11 community programs to understand their effectiveness. 82 SVSU students this year participated in a student-led organization that sends its members across the U.S. to perform volunteer work during school breaks. Our students helped feed the homeless in Washington, D.C., built buildings at a center for people with HIV and AIDS in Minnesota, provided services for children with special needs in Oklahoma, built Habitat for Humanity homes in New Jersey, and cared for abused and neglected animals in Utah, among many other projects. Students in the Community Murals class created a mural of 6 panels that was dedicated this year at the First Ward Community Center in Saginaw. And SVSU business students helped on a project to document and quantify the region's labor talent so economic developers can market the region and attract new businesses and employers. So it's clear that SVSU students have a passion for giving their time and talent across a wide variety of worthwhile causes. Treasure is the third leg of the giving stool, and it's just as important. In my case, as President Bashan said, I was a liberal arts major and decided to follow that passion with a donation to set up the BOTS Fellowship Program here. It helps liberal arts students financially as they secure internships in local businesses and corporations. The idea behind it is for businesses to benefit from the unique skills and capabilities that liberal arts students possess, and for the students to be exposed to possibilities in business they might not otherwise have thought about. The fellowship is still new, but we've had about a half dozen fellows who've had great experiences contributing to a number of large and small companies in the region. Remember at the beginning when I noted #WeCardinal? That's not just a marketing message. It's who you are. It's who we are. And I hope that now you're alumni of SVSU. One of the ways you'll continue to give back will be to support your alma mater with time, talent, and treasure. It may not be the only worthy organization you support, but I hope it certainly will be one that you do. My final Einstein quote, "Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile." And so, fellow Cardinals, I leave you with my very best wishes for an exciting and meaningful life. May you be safe, healthy, and happy. And may you live with grace, gratitude, and above all, purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan Botts. You have now arrived at the principal reason for the ceremony, the conferring of degrees. SVSU still holds to the tradition of speaking each name individually, and this might take a while, but it's more than worth it. For each name spoken represents the pride and the hopes of an individual and their family and friends. Applause, cheering is welcome, but please be courteous to others and allow the next name announced to be heard. The first candidates are those who have earned graduate degrees. I now invite Dr. Deborah Huntley, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to the podium to present these candidates.
Thank you, Mr. President. Will the candidates for all graduate degrees please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I'm honored to present these students who have successfully completed the requirements for their graduate degrees. With the approval of the faculty, they are presented to you. Will the candidates please come forward?
Roland Gregory Thomas III. Julian Mark Sherbart. Ashley M. Payne. Mustafa Abdullah Okar. William Robert Steck. Justin Andrew Cochran. Rochelle Ann Judith Spencer. Brittany Therese Reed. Eric Paul Davis. Jamie Lee Franklin. William J. Kirkpatrick. Chantra Deanne Williams. Katie Lynn Smith. Timothy A. Kumar. Anthony J. Primo. Patricia K. Fahey. Thomas Gerard Korth. Michelle Lynn Sanders. Jamie Nicole Kurowski. Kristen Marie Christopher. Barbara Ann Lapp. Kim Marie Osling. Lauren Marie Arpan. Kelly Marie Brzezinski. Crystal Lynn Jackson.
You are well prepared for leadership in your professions and communities, so serve proudly and well. Now, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Control of Saginaw Valley State University, I am pleased and proud to confer upon you the graduate degrees you've earned together with the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. We will now proceed with the awarding of the baccalaureate degrees. I will call upon Dean Mark Peretz to come to the podium to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Arts and Behavioral Sciences.
Thank you, President Bashand. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in Arts and Behavioral Sciences please rise? Faculty in the College of Arts and Behavioral Sciences educate students in a variety of fields that provide understanding, skills, and the critical imagination necessary to be successful in a changing world. On behalf of my colleagues, the faculty in Arts and Behavioral Sciences, I congratulate you on your achievements. Will the candidates please come forward?
Paige C. Penfold. Andrew Charles Bennett. Isha Lee Howe. Amanda Nicole Fimingham. Angelica Jolynn Espinoza, cum laude. Ashley Ann Hafley, magna cum laude. Amelia Grace Brown, cum laude. Mackenzie K. Marie Wise, cum laude. Andrea J. Vermeesh. Rachel L. Peterson. May L. Ahrens, summa cum laude. Felicia Alexis Jostock, cum laude. Jacqueline Renee Zembrot, summa cum laude. Caitlin Ann Holohan, magna cum laude. Marisa Rochelle Birchmeyer, cum laude. Amanda Michelle Bauerschmidt. Christy Lee Neal. Christy is being followed in the ceremony this morning by her daughter. Both are completing psychology and sociology degrees. Alexandria Lee Weiss. Haley Annette Leslie. Brian David Valentine Powell. Mecca Imani Cobb. Samantha Marie Whitskell, cum laude. Patrice Elizabeth Jones, cum laude. Melinda May Dinninger, summa cum laude. Eliza Jane Lanway, summa cum laude. Devin Charles Wesluski, magna cum laude. Taylor Ann Booth. Kelsey Elizabeth Burt. Matthew Thomas Godfrey, summa cum laude. Brittany Nicole Taylor. Valerie Taylor, faculty secretary, would like to present the diploma cover to her daughter. Erica Renee Lish. Ashley Marie Kelly. Brian Anthony Clements. Catherine Marie Davis, cum laude. Andre J. Rutherford. Patrice A. Engel. Brett Michael Cook. Jacob Matthew Nelson, cum laude. Brett Taylor Cortman. Brandon Barclay Lawrence. Nicholas William Van Tol. Desire S. Lawson. Aaron Lee Dowd, cum laude. Laura Nadine Nolan. Anna Elise Rosberry. Brianna Jean Varner. Megan Ashley Fuller. Jacob William Stark. Courtney Bell Baranowski. Courtney is a veteran of the United States Air Force and served over 6 years. Patrick Stewart Reynolds. Janae Nicole Morgan. Tia Brooke Lang. Jasmine Lachey Taylor. Ryan C. Janes. Emily Jean Bergren, magna cum laude. Ashley Paige Smith. Gerald Mahar III. Benjamin Carl Kowalczyk. Brittany Paige Clockey. Devin James Moss. Kelsey Margaret Brim. Stephanie Janet Aheron. Chase Joseph Santino Coe. Shayla Noel York, summa cum laude. Zachary Alexander Sulehi. Scott William Shappy, magna cum laude. Brandon Micah Love. William Jarvis Wicks V, magna cum laude. Alyssa May Kane, magna cum laude. Joshua Mark Hobecki, summa cum laude. Max Crowley Corcoran. Alexander Ivan King. Harrison Robert Gloss. Jayu Jin. Elizabeth J. Wood. Marina Ann Basaglia. Mariah Lynn Chappell, cum laude. Alyssa Kate Kozad, summa cum laude. The alumni jacket will be presented by Ricardo Gill, a member of SVSU's Alumni Board of Directors, to Alyssa, his future daughter-in-law. Allison Elizabeth Barger, magna cum laude. Randy N. Espinoza. Allison Hyde Clicken. Bethany N. Haubenstricker, cum laude. Marissa Lee Charbonneau. Jasmine Nicole Kraft. Taylor Shea Laplace. Rachel Lauren Aguirre. Jacqueline Denise Vilmot. Haroon Tuncelli. Justin Maurice Bell. Catherine Elizabeth Watson, cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Farley, cum laude. Antoya Alicia Searles. Latrice LaDonna Bright. Brianna Oline Billings. Shay Petaway. Tori Lynn Green. Xavier Newton. Ranisha Tierra Stanton. Jordan Sky Walker. Cody C. Muscott, cum laude. Jim Mullador, Executive Vice President for Administration and Business Affairs, would like to present the diploma cover to his grandson. Kyle Allen Van Buskirk. Robert Keith Tarpley II, cum laude. Jonathan Virgil Morley. Jonathan is a veteran of the 125th Infantry Division of the Michigan Army National Guard, where he served as a machine gunner and part of the Heavy Weapons Squad. He was deployed for 1 year during Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. Jordan Patrick Kaiser. Alicia Maria Jimenez. Rahim Amar Saltmarshall.
Please join me in applause for all our graduates. Candidates, you may be seated.
I now call upon Dean Craig Douglas to come to the podium to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees or certifications through the College of Education.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would the candidates in the College of Education for baccalaureate and certification please stand? As educators, you will have a profound impact, everlasting. You will guide and influence individuals across generations, preparing students today for challenges in the world of tomorrow. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Education, my heartfelt congratulations to you. Will the candidates now please come forward?
Chase James Guerin, summa cum laude. Blake Ray Burnside, cum laude. Emerald Ellen Joyner, magna cum laude. Shauna Ray Marie Kensley. Carly Marie Ireland, magna cum laude. Jesse William Patterson, cum laude. Joseph John Kaiser. Lauren Elizabeth Rabine, cum laude. Sarah Catherine Jordan. Claire Danielle Langton, summa cum laude. Gabriel Elizabeth Minot, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Kraus, cum laude. Hannah Lee Van Dungen, magna cum laude. Kayla Nicole Setsky, summa cum laude. Nina Renee Chikeli, magna cum laude. Hannah Mary Miller, magna cum laude. Sarah Joan Fogg, magna cum laude. Erica Rose Rowe. Lauren Noel Dumbeck, summa cum laude. Haley Marie Chamorro, summa cum laude. Danielle Marie Worth, magna cum laude. Alyssa Renee Braylett, summa cum laude. Alexandra Marie Kramer, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Burgess, magna cum laude. Haley Marie Moore, magna cum laude. Tunisha Yvette Manning, cum laude. Lily St. Clair Brown, summa cum laude. Renee Zumberg, catering director for dining services, would like to present the diploma cover to her niece. Marissa Ann Puz, cum laude. Brianna Nicole Deacons, summa cum laude. Leah Crystal Function. Jasmine Maria Jacobs, summa cum laude. Jordan Elizabeth Yax, cum laude. Stephanie Ann Cambridge, magna cum laude. Kelsey Melissa Crittenden, magna cum laude. Amanda Marie Hovis, magna cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Thomas. Brittany Lynn Shave. Caitlin Connor Miller. Shannon Lynn Popham. Ryan J. Holler. Kayla Marie Tubbs, magna cum laude. Hannah Catherine Whittick, summa cum laude. Chad Aaron Cook, summa cum laude. Christy Lene Sinicki, magna cum laude. Jolene Marie Maurer, cum laude. Ashley Lynn Simmerline. Leah May Drone. Jessica Ann Harden, summa cum laude. Kayla Ann Rudy. Shayna Marie Duncan, magna cum laude. Rebecca Rose Goodman, summa cum laude. Sue Shaw, placement coordinator for the College of Business, would like to present the diploma cover to Rebecca. Allison Rose Alexander, summa cum laude. Leanne O'Shaughnessy, cum laude. Brent Ray Van Horn.
Please join me in applause. You may be seated.
For the final group of candidates, I now call upon Dean Frank Hall to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Dr. Hall.
Will the candidates for degrees in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology please stand? The faculty and I are proud of these candidates who have chosen to work in the challenging and rapidly changing technical fields that enhance the lives of us all. We congratulate them on their accomplishments and offer our hopes and best wishes for continued success. Will the candidates please come forward?
Faisal Khalid Al-Turiki. Saeed Bakit Al-Zahrani. Mohammed Zaid Al-Karni. Abdullah Fauzi Al-Drasari. Abdul Rahman Khalid Al-Jawaira. Ahmed H. Al-Abbas. Lucas Dean Zimmerman. Austin Sinclair Harrison. Cameron Micah Tompkins, summa cum laude. Clifton Keith Oakes, cum laude. Jason Ernest Ugartiche. Jason is a veteran of the Marine Corps. He served in the 3rd Battalion, 1st Marines, and 3rd Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team. Solomon Musanda. Travis Anthony Dupinski, cum laude. Weston Carl Appold, summa cum laude. Matthew Ryan Kepke, summa cum laude. Lucas Peter Ritter. Kyle Frank Middaw. Andrew Edwin Mashke. Joshua Ryan Wilson, summa cum laude. Shayna Lee Westlock. David Robert Ledke, cum laude. Zachary Kenneth Velasco. Stephanie Ann Stratton. Travis Scott Zamora. Caitlin Nicole Herdman, summa cum laude. Kara Eileen Wessling, cum laude. Rachel L. Lokaitis, magna cum laude. Samantha Sue Leslie. Muhammad Ali Al-Muglak. Nicole Marie Hansen. Cassidy Lynn Flory, magna cum laude. Morgan Brianne Yordi, summa cum laude. Nathan A. Morozic. Changyu Wang. Mitchell James Delameester, magna cum laude. Luke James Walther. Kyle J. Feeney, cum laude. Lauren M. Moore. Burnaby Salinas. William Craig Marsh. William is a veteran of the United States Army. Kristen Kimberly Rickens. Clayton Ryan Pioviak. Brian Matthew Doherty. Audrey Lynn Warner, summa cum laude. Logan Michael Shalagowski. Brandon Michael Verhun. Justin Heath Shoemaker. Jessica Klein. Lucy Yang. Lindsay Lene Romanowski. Ahmed Hashim Alali. Ali Ahmed Al-Nasfan. Rian Riyad Al-Zayer. Ali Al-Shaks. Ahmed Ali Al-Shaks. Michael J. Hartman. Dakota James Ferguson. Bazhong Xu. Chen Shuhai.
Please join me in applause. And please be seated.
Will the candidates for all baccalaureate degrees please rise? On behalf of your families and your university, let me tell you how very proud we are of all of you. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Control of Saginaw Valley State University, I am proud and pleased to confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees you've earned, together with the rights, privileges, responsibilities appertaining thereto. You may now move your tassels to the left. You may be seated. We have a few more traditions to honor here, one of which is the induction of all members of the graduating class into the Saginaw Valley State University Alumni Association. I asked Ms. Shawnette Markey, President of the SVSU Alumni Association, to come to the podium.
Thank you, President Bashan. Today's graduates contribute to a network of over 44,000 SVSU alumni. Our alumni make SVSU proud with their significant contributions to our region, state, and world. I would like to take a moment to recognize SVSU's distinguished alumni in the College of Arts and Behavioral Science, the College of Education, in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Our 2016 Distinguished Alumnus in the College of Arts and Behavioral Science is Dr. David Points. Points served as Director of the Joint Information Bureau, Joint Task Force 160 in Guantanamo Bay before being recalled to active duty, working as a public affairs officer on the U.S. Navy's Napalm outreach team in several states. He was awarded the Navy Commendation Medal and later served as a Michigan State representative. Furthering his education beyond SVSU, David earned additional degrees, including both a PhD and a law degree. He currently owns Mahon Communications, a radio company in Roanoke, Virginia. In the College of Education, our 2016 Distinguished Alumnus is Robert Loftus. Loftus came to SVSU on a football scholarship, playing for the university's first football coach, Frank Muddy Waters, and was named captain his junior and senior years. Since graduating with his degree in secondary education in 1981, Robert has held teaching, coaching, and administrative positions within the field. With high success, he's transitioned as an entrepreneur, and he is currently the owner and president of Loftus & Associates, income development specialist for the automotive industry. Our 2016 Distinguished Alumnus in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology is John Tolfa. In 2010, after a career in research and development at CPI Engineering Services in Midland, Tolfa co-founded Xeris Performance Fluids International, a company that develops, manufactures, and exports specialty lubricants around the world. John has since provided employment and internship opportunities for SVS students and alumni, and is the inventor of several synthetic lubricants and bio-based industrial chemistries. Recent SVSU graduates are embarking on impressive careers as well. Ashley Stone, a recent graduate from the College of Arts and Behavioral Sciences, produced an outstanding resume while completing her political science degree. She was part of SVSU's moot court team, which is among the nation's best, sending 4 SVSU teams to the national competition next month. Ashley is now in her first year of law school at the University of Oregon School of Law. William McDonald arrived at SVSU following his graduation from Saginaw High School in 2010. After William McDonald graduated from SVSU with his degree in elementary education in 2015, he received 8 teaching job offers from K through 12 schools. He chose Saginaw-based Francis Ray Public School Academy, where he works now. McDonald credits SVSU exceptional College of Education programs, as well as a committed faculty and staff, for his wealth of opportunities. April Lukowski is a recent graduate from the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, whose dedication for research was evident in her work with the SVSU Saginaw Bay Environmental Science Institute. She has taken her skill set to the University of Michigan, where she is enrolled in a PhD program for chemical biology. Many outstanding students abound among today's graduates as well. I'd like to highlight just a few this afternoon. Melilla Dinninger, a communication major from Saginaw, has shown great enthusiasm throughout her college career at SVSU. She obtained an internship at St. Mary's Hospital in Saginaw, conducting planning and marketing, and was a member of the Cardinal Pep and Marching Bands. Lily Brown has benefited from SVSU's supportive College of Education faculty in preparing for her lifelong dream to become a teacher. Lily has accepted a long-term substitute teaching position in suburban Lansing while she interviews for full-time teaching opportunities. For 6 straight years now, SVSU's early childhood program graduates have achieved 100% placement. Solomon Musanda, an electrical engineer major, came to SVSU from the African nation of Zambia with a degree in accounting from the United Kingdom. Serving others is a passion for Solomon, who has volunteered for a number of service organizations. He is a recipient of both the Abu Traore Scholarship for Community Involvement and the Spence Brothers Endowment Scholarship for Leadership and Character. So please join me in congratulating all these astounding alumni in the SVSU graduating class of 2016. And please join me in welcoming all of today's graduates into the SVSU Alumni Associations. Congrats.
Thank you, Ms. Markey. We've just heard about the remarkable success of our alumni, those who are graduating today and some who have graduated more than a few years ago. And there are those who have remained in our region while others have headed to all corners of the world. These are not isolated examples. They are indicative of the sustained success I have witnessed from our graduates for many, many years. For this afternoon's graduates, I offer my heartiest congratulations. Your special occasion is the end of a very long journey, one that I'm sure has been challenging at times, but also rewarding, and I hope inspiring. As you prepare to celebrate, let us not forget those who are celebrating with you, your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your spouses, all of your family and friends who have supported and, more importantly, sacrificed for you. At this time, would the family, friends, and supporters of today's graduates please stand and be recognized? Our ceremony is about to end, but I hope today serves as the beginning of a new relationship, because the success of this university and its alumni are forever intertwined. You may make us proud by making yourselves proud, and so go make a difference in your careers, your communities, and the lives of others. I hope you remain an active member of our Cardinal family too. Remember, we are here to support you in the days and weeks and years to come. And we hope you will continue to show your support for your university. Please keep in touch with your alma mater and come back to campus and visit whenever you can. Once again, congratulations and best wishes to you all. Please rise for the recessional.